Are you ready? Oh, I think my phone added to the dramatic there with a message. Well, I must be pissing my neighbors off, but that's okay because I'm in the BMW M2 competition. Yes, I am. So out with the old and in with the new, they say. So gone is the M2 and now is the competition. Now, Terence Steenkamp, a car magazine, mentioned in the performance shootout of 2017, they had the M2 and he's quite disappointed in it. But now we're not so disappointed, okay? Because this has had some much pleasing changes done to it. I'm just reversing while I'm telling you about this. Most noticeably is the new and from M4, M5, 3-litre straight 6 engine. Shh. I'm about to hit a pot plant, I think. The most noticeable change is the engine, which we get from the M3 and M4, which is a 3-litre straight 6 with an extra or second turbocharger. Whoo! Okay, so you're getting 302 kilowatts of power and 550 Newton meters of torque. This car is just fun to drive. It is thrilling, it's dynamic, it's engaging, it's now nimble. The bum is so much fun. Got a bit of a wiggle to it, do you know? Got to know your limits though, but you're... Okay, so I thought this was perfect for the fun bum that this car has.
I like
big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get spun. The bum is playful, okay? Or wink wink and nudge nudge. Now look, this chassis set up, you know, for all this fun to be had. Now, do you want this sort of firm setup for everyday driving? Well, I assume and feel that my petrolhead fans, fans, viewers, okay, but fans, let's call you fans, wouldn't give a about that, because the only reason you buy this car, I think, is for fun. No other reason. Not a family car, that I can tell you. I mean, driving around my quiet neighborhood, everyone's like, shh, or they're just jelly. I'm driving the automatic. You can get the 6-speed manual, which I think you might want for a sort of more engaging drive. With that said, this dual clutch is pretty flawless. So, you're gonna have to take them both for a drive and test it out for yourself. What I do love about this car, oh, can you hear the brakes? Which I've also new. Well, not these ones apparently. What I do love about this is the color of this car. I think it is just fantastic. It's quite unique. You don't see it. I haven't seen it before. As are these side mirrors. They're so dramatic. They're so edgy. Oh, it looks so nice. And I'm not normally blown away by sort of BMW design. The interior, the same thing. Not really blown away, but these new seats are fantastic. They really like hold you when you want to throw this thing around mountain passes and everything legally. Then, you know, they're gonna hug you.
So, fellas, yeah. Your girlfriend got the butt. Shake it, shake it,
Shake it,
shake that healthy butt. I like them round.
Dance like Terence.
And when I'm throwing a gig, I just can't help myself. I'm acting
It's like how Terence dances.
Now here's my scandal. I wanna get you.
This car is both sort of thrilling and forgiving. Okay, so you get to drive it as you want. I mean, know your limits anyways. And actually, this comes into my free advice, okay? If you buy a car like this, you need to have access to a track or a closed road if you want to really have fun with it. And I say this to sort of sports and performance car owners or drivers, however you're driving it. It doesn't give you the right to drive a car on the road however you feel because it's got a 3-litre straight 6 engine, okay? In fact, you've got to be a little bit more careful, and I think speed is speed. If you're over the limit, or over the speed limit, it's illegal. You just don't have the right to drive these cars as the hell you want because they're quick. And so that's always my advice. And I know it's like so boring, you know, like when you're in a performance video review, that someone's now like chastising you and being like, you drive it like a or whatever. But maybe some of you need to hear it, because I often experience that along these roads where I live. People gunning it on roads where it's an 80 kilometer per hour sort of zone, and because you're in an M2 competition, you're doing 160. Not okay, people. The M2 competition starts at 959,000 Rand. Can you put a price on fun? I'm not sure you can. Like I say, this car, it's an indulgent buy. Okay, so you're gonna splurge on it, and you're not gonna look at anything but how engaging and dynamic it is to drive. And I don't think that any performance or petrol head performance lover is going to be disappointed driving this. I'm looking forward to Car Magazine's Performance Shootout 2019, where I'm certain one of these will be on there. I'm hoping. Hold thumbs or fingers, cross finger. How do you hold them? Hold thumbs. It's an interesting saying. I'm just gonna, hold thumbs that it is on there, because I want to drive this on a track and I want to give it horns. I feel like this is a little bit of a derogatory song, maybe, but part of it is quite fun. Yeah, I like it. It's saying that, just because magazines tell you should be a certain size doesn't mean you should be. Okay, so it's got a bit of both, bit of derogatory, bit of not, bit of slut shaming, whole bunch of stuff in here, but it's still promoting fuller figured women, which I love.